It's official. We are live at the same time. Yay for finally figuring this out. Okay, this one's going to be really quick because I have a date in 18 minutes and it's very important. I cannot miss it. Okay, so today, welcome to 40 Days to Abundance, Prosperity, and Wealth. Day 31. Some of you have been here since the beginning, and I love it. We've done a whole month. That's amazing. So, congratulations, anyone who's committed and anyone who's showing up for the first time. Congratulations, too. You start where you need to start, and everything's perfect. If anyone wants to go back to the beginning, I encourage you to do so, to start from this day, wherever you start. Well, actually, I would see it through and then go back to the beginning because it is kind of a cohesive kind of building blocks upon one another. So today's wisdom topic is deepening the now. So I want to talk a little bit about what that means because I think a lot of times we say things or these like spiritual topics are brought up, but they're not fully explained, or someone who's new or even in the process, it's always fluctuating and changing what that means, right? So for me, what that means is how present do you allow yourself to be? And in this current world with so much distraction, like literally, I went to a restaurant the other day in Portland, an Indian restaurant, and there was a TV in the bathroom. And this actually is not the first time. I was in New York or someplace and I saw it. Tokyo, I saw this a lot. I travel a lot, and it's amazing to me all these places that we distract ourselves. It's like, really? I can't even go to the bathroom without a television on? It's really fascinating. But we are constantly inundated with information and constantly it's in some ways it keeps us from being present with ourselves and from processing what's going on. So that means that things are happening to us all day, right? That we don't fully necessarily integrate or process. And then information is getting thrown at us from all directions, which makes it more difficult to really be still and be present and be in the moment, whether that moment is with yourself or with taking information or with someone else. So, deepening the now for me is all about, can we allow ourselves to fully be with ourselves or with another or with the information, with the process as it is? And I just ask or challenge all of you to just watch for a day. Just start with one day. Just watch, how present are you with each given moment or with each feeling? Do you feel something, especially if it's uncomfortable and you want to push it away? And then just being aware of all the things or ways you push it away, right? Or do you allow yourself to sit with it? And when you do push it away, or what do you go to? Do you go to advice from other people? I do this sometimes when I'm like confused. Or do you go to advice from other people? Do you go social media? Do you go to food? Do you go to shopping? How do you distract yourself? Or how do you push away the moment? Or if you are in social media, are you actually engaging? Are you taking it in a way that is actually you're being present with it? Or is it just flipping through, looking in the next, halfway distracted, watching TV, social media, all these things at once? Or if you're in a conversation, are you truly listening to the other with an open heart and an open mind? Are you just waiting for you to give a counterpoint, right? Especially when we're arguing, I find that we're just waiting to give the counterpoint, or we're just waiting that we don't actually take in the other person. We don't take in their wisdom. We don't take in their feelings. We don't take in the moment. So deepening the now is about really, how present can I allow myself to be with any given moment, with any given situation. So that is the wisdom topic. And I encourage you all, just for a day, just to sit with it and just to allow yourselves to be present and just watch. So basically, deepening the now is kind of having a meditative experience throughout your day. We have this idea of meditating as like sitting in a room somewhere silent, right? There are so many ways. Meditating is just, it's being in the moment, it's watching. It's watching the moment, observing, seeing it, and not necessarily just reacting to it, right? Because so often we're reacting, we're responding. It's about just sitting and being present and just observing. and being fully with an open heart and an open mind. And can you allow yourself to do that? So we are going to go in, and I understand this is a sporadic time. I'm trying my best to show up at 11 a.m. And again, it's the holidays, it's catching up with people, other people's phone calls, me not being in a regular schedule. So I'm committing to trying my best and then just showing up. So I should say actually between 11 and 1 because that's easier for me, but I understand it's harder for. This is actually the first time that no one's been in my live stream, but it's a good challenge for me because it's a good challenge for me to just be present and continue going. And actually, I'm just going to bring this up. This is really important when you commit to something. Again, I've said this before, but do you see it through no matter what? Even if the outside world is not praising you, even if you're not getting paid for it, even if you're not getting the likes or the follows or whatever it is, right? Because so often now with social media, it's kind of got us accustomed to like instant accolades. But when you don't get that instant approval or that instant accolade or that instant gratification, do you keep continuing on or going with what you committed to no matter what? So I'm committed to continuing no matter what. So we are going to do, let's see, I do switch it up a little bit though. We are going to do 5 minutes of the yoga meditation for prosperity and then 6 minutes of silent meditation. And when we do the HUD, I encourage you to really, everyone, just be with it as much as possible. So we're just going to go straight into it because I literally have 11 minutes exactly before I have to go to my very important date. Okay. See, hopefully the volume is okay. Get a sip of coffee. Wait, mute. No, why is it muted? Play. Hey, why is it? Hold on, sorry, you guys. Wait, this has never happened before. Is it playing? I'm so confused, sorry. Okay. Like, what's going on? So anyone who's new, this is HUD, H-A-R, the Kundalini Yoga Meditation for Prosperity. This is day 31. Basically, just pinky fingers in. You're holding your hand like a cup. Your gaze is 90% looking down. The rest of it, you're just focused on the tip of your nose, your hands in front of you. Every time you do the HUD, H-A-R, tongue, tip of the roof of your mouth, and you pull in deeply at the navel. So you're pulling in and down. HUD, 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 HUD. And how much can you allow yourself to be with yourself? For this next, how many minutes did we say we're doing? 5 minutes. HUD, 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 HUD. And I might not even look up. I'm just going to be an example and allow myself to fully just be present with myself. I might occasionally look up. HUD, 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 HUD. How present can we be, not rushing, just being here with this practice? HUD, 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 and pull in deeply at the navel every time. HUD, 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 HUD. Welcome anyone who's here. Hey, Spencer. Today's wisdom topic is deepening the now. How present can you be with any given moment, with any given situation, with yourself, with your feelings, with another, with full awareness? Good, 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 good. We're doing this for 3 more minutes. Perfect timing. Good, 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 good. Pulling deeply at the navel every time. It's good to see you every day, Spencer. Good, 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 good. How much do I allow myself to be with myself? How aware can I be? How present can I be? How meditative can I be? The thing is, the more you meditate, the more you realize you don't have to just be still sitting in a chair. You can be across from another. You can have things going on around you, and you can give full awareness to that person in front of you. You can give full awareness to your feelings, to what's going on. And the more you do that, the more deep a relationship can get. Whether it's with yourself, your spirituality, your career, your creativity. I just want to give you all the opportunity to deepen your practice, to deepen your awareness, to deepen your relationships as much as possible, to clear out anything that is in the way of that, any fears, any blocks. But first, we have to see them. The first step to change is awareness. How aware do we allow ourselves to be in any given moment? Hud, 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 hud. And just keep continuing until I stop this. Again, today I have to be very mindful of time, so keep going. Just hold out awareness in front of you. Be present with yourself. Be present with the fact that you showed up today. What they say showing up is 99%. You showed up. You're here. We're together. Okay, and now we are going to do 6 minutes of silent meditation. Actually, sorry. We're going to do 5 minutes. We're going to go with 10 today. We're not doing 11 because I have to be mindful. I have someplace to get to. So, everyone, take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and let go. It's not always quantity, so often it's quality. But in this present time of constant influx of information, of bombardment, of so much that we don't actually, I feel like there's so much quality lacking, quality in our relationships and even our spirituality. And it's so often, it's like we pull in all this information, but do we allow ourselves to properly integrate it? Do we allow ourselves to properly feel it, to be present with it? So I invite you now to be present. You be present with your breath. Whatever sounds are going on around you, whatever feelings are coming up, just giving yourself permission. Allow myself to be with myself. Take a full deep breath in all the way to your belly and exhale. And sometimes it's just this, it's breathing slowly and calmly all the way in. When we're stressed, we have anxiety so often, our breath gets shortened. And then that creates more anxiety and more fear. If we just breathe all the way into our belly, it calms our nervous system and tells our system that everything's okay, that we are safe in this moment, because that's the truth. Allow yourself to deepen that truth right now. And even if you feel heartbroken or sad or fearful, like everything else is lost, the one thing that hasn't left you is your breath. It'll never leave you. And then the day it leaves you, you won't be here anymore. So technically, it actually won't ever leave you as long as you're here in this corporeal form. So, how about we give gratitude for that relationship, right? So many of the most important relationships in our life we take for granted. Your breath is one of the most important ones. It's literally your life force. So, how about with every breath in, you feel it fully? You say, thank you. Thank you for keeping me alive. Thank you for calming me down. Thank you for providing heat and warmth. How does that feel? Take another full deep breath in and let go. Allow yourself to receive fully. Allow yourself to let go fully. Knowing every time you do this, you will be filled back up again. And then can you try this with another? Can you allow them to express themselves in their truth and just receive it? Doing this with mindfulness, because if someone's expressing in a way that it's like they're putting their stuff on you, probably not the best situation. But in a safe situation of someone who's just expressing their truth, someone who just wants to connect with you, can you fully receive it before your mind spins of what you're going to say or how you're going to react or how it affects you? Can you just take in that other person and then let go? And then can you do that for yourself? Because how we react and respond to others is reflective of how we react and respond to ourselves. And then how we react and respond to ourselves is going to be reflected back in how we respond to others and how they respond to us. So just a few things to think about. Again, today's wisdom topic is deepening the now. For the next 24 hours, can you just be the observer of your life, of your career, of your finances, of your emotions, of other people's, and allow yourself to just fully see, fully be present? With discernment, of course, some situations are not necessarily the safest, and that's from being fully present. You can extract yourself if you need to, but just practicing. Every day is an opportunity to just practice a little bit more. That's all it is. Constant practices. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. I have a very important date to get to. Love you all. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for being present. Spencer, so good to see you. Remember, you guys, be the change you wish to see in the world. It begins and ends with you. Have an amazing day.